Okay, we're going to look right now at the major seventh, piece 4. This is using all 12 major 7 keys. Rather active right hand as well. You get quarter notes, you get half notes, you get whole notes. You're going to have a lot of double note reading. If the double notes present a problem, you're having trouble grabbing them, you can always just read the top note. Okay, it's a little way trick to kind of make it a little easier on yourself. But we're going to go right through right now. You'll have a lot of options where you have a C major 7 or whatever the chord is in the left hand. You can play it at different parts of the piano. So you can play it up a little higher, a little lower, depending where your right hand is positioned and what kind of sound you like. You want it a little bit beefier sounding. And the left hand you can get lower. A lot of more blending quality. You get higher. Let's walk through. This is a beautiful piece, a long piece. Let's get right to it. Here we go. C major 7. You're going to play these in the left hand. You're going to hold them down for 4 counts while you're counting the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm using the sustain pedal here to hold all those tones down. And as I play the next chord, the pedal comes up and back down. Up and back down. 2, 3, 4. See that right there? Now that particular bar, the law of flats and sharps, you got an A flat here. When you see it again, it still stays flat until you get past the bar line. And then at that point, it shuts itself off, okay? Fourth line. Now you got a mixture here, A sharp and D flat. This is pretty wild. Just to read the sharps and flats. 2, 3, 4. A sharp and E flat. Watch this. 2, 3, 4, A flat and D flat. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you get 2, 3, 4. Isn't that nice? The big thing here is first of all, you're doing a lot. Your left hand's playing the 1 and the 7 and holding that down, and the right hand's playing that melody. I mean, it's doing an awful lot. You're being called upon to put a 1, a 7 in reading notes in the right hand and counting them to have correct placement. You're making adjustments on situations where you have 2 double notes being played together. That's where I could foresee you having some problems, okay? When you start getting those double notes at the same time where you're blasting those 1/7s in the left hand, you really have to stay on top of it. And the best way to practice is, just vary the order every day and play it right through. The big thing with this, it's moving, it's so intense, there's so much going on, that it's a great way to develop you. So when you see a C major 7 or a B flat major 7, E flat major 7, whatever it is, you're right there for it. This is what this page is going to do for you. In addition, you're really working your reading. You're really getting a wonderful workout for the right hand reading. And you got to remember, it's developing discipline too, because your left hand is going down and staying down for that first whole bar. You're keeping those left hands down for each bar. The sustain pedal will prove to be a wonderful thing right now if you like to use it. I mean, it's something that will hold tones. If you don't have a sustain pedal using a little electric piano, you don't have a pedal for it, you can just choose a setting like a strings or something echoey with a lot of reverb and delay, like electric pianos and things will kind of let the sounds linger around a little bit, whereas an acoustic piano, they'll shut off. So it's much easier to control all these sounds if you can pedal them. But where you can really, when you use a sustain pedal, the big thing people will do is they'll overuse it. They'll let it run into the next bar and all. And that's really, you don't want that, because then it just muds all the sounds together and blends them all together. It's just too, when you're changing chords, you're changing the notes that are available that work, and then you're mixing tones that don't work good together, and it sounds terrible. So you want to only use a sustain pedal to blend those notes within each bar here, within each bar, because they're all dealing with one chord. Okay, so this is a wonderful piece. Give it the time and the energy. You'd be glad you did. You're covering a lot here with the 1/7s, independence between the two hands, options whether you want to play the left hand lower or higher. You get those things going on. Try to use high parts of the fingering in the right hand. You'll see that to be assisting you, just to kind of keep all the notes under hand positions and shapes and things. Instead of pecking the notes out, you really want to try to use some comfortable fingering. And enjoy. Great piece.